Call from mom. Answer it. Call silenced.
Instacart knows nothing gets between you and the game. That's why they make ordering from your couch easy. Stock up today and get all your groceries for the week delivered in as fast as 30 minutes without missing a minute of the game.
You have 47 new voicemails.
Download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders while supplies last. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, goal,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug? Ignored a leaky faucet? Pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look that way? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects. Whether it's a door that sticks, or a disorganized closet, or an AC unit that only works half the time. It all matters. You just haven't taken care of it yet. But there's an easier way. Just download the Thumbtack app. You can search for what you need done and find tons of highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Check prices, reviews, and book a pro right on the spot. Plus, you'll know what to tackle next, because Thumbtack is the app that shows you what to do, who to hire, and when. Pull out your phone and in just a few taps, say goodbye to all those unfinished home projects and say hello to caring for your home the easier way. Download Thumbtack and start a project today.
Moment, a gift most humans never receive in a lifetime.
Stand by for action.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show, starring Bob Lutz.
What I do on this show doesn't matter. My legacy is cemented. I'm good with the listeners. They adore me. And what I say doesn't matter.
Jeff Lutz.
All you do is make it about you. During the show, I want to be available and accessible.
Excellent. 97.5 and 1240 KFH.
Stand by for action.
All right, we are back. Hour number 2, the Bob and Jeff Show on KFH Radio, a Tuesday edition, 869-1240. That's the IHOP hotline. We invite you to call and share your thoughts. We've got a couple of NBA playoff play-in games tonight.
Yeah.
Will you be paying attention to those?
No, I will be working this evening.
Where are you working?
Windsurge.
Who are they hosting?
Oh, that's a great question. Tulsa, probably. It's usually Tulsa.
Why don't you know these things?
Because I don't care. I mean, what does it matter to me?
Well, it matters. You'd think if you're a baseball fan that you'd want to know who they play. You'd check out their prospects. You'd go into this with some excitement.
I am excited.
I checked it out before I went to the game I went to against Frisco. I looked up the 30 Texas Rangers prospects.
Right.
And
I do that when I get there.
And then I figured out who they were, and when
there weren't many
on that Frisco team, but at least there were a couple, and I knew that. Is that kid for the Twins, the center fielder, still with Wichita?
Emmanuel Rodriguez, yeah. Yes, and he's killing it.
He's a fantastic prospect.
Hey, scary if you're a fan of any other team in the AL Central.
Well, as you are.
He's slugging like 1,100.
And he didn't look good that night on opening night.
But on the road he hit a bunch of homers, and they lost every game to Springfield.
Springfield is undefeated.
Springfield's 9-0. Windsurge are 1-8.
I don't get it.
It's weird.
They better get it going. Well, you run into a juggernaut like Springfield.
Well, I don't know if they must be. They're 9-0.
They're 9-0. What do they need to prove to you?
I don't know.
They got a good pitching staff.
And it is.
You remember years past.
Is Tink still there?
He is. Jacoa Roby. They got some guys.
Yeah, in the years past they've been bad.
The Cardinals pitching in their minor leagues. Now I understand we're less than a month into this, but is so much better.
There's a lot of bad pitching in the Texas League.
Not in Springfield.
Tulsa has traditionally had good pitching. The Wind Surge have. But there's a lot of bad, too.
Well, not in Springfield.
Apparently not.
I'll just repeat that for you.
And it is Tulsa this year, so we will be seeing
today, not this year.
This week.
You accuse me often of, well, Dad, well, I'm worried about you.
Well,
When do I get to worry about you?
I meant to say this week, and I said this year.
Yeah, but I caught it immediately.
Whoopty is what I would say to that.
I caught it immediately.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Now, yesterday, I was thinking about this morning when I was driving over to our building, and I came to the conclusion that I'm okay, because I thought I had talked to you about the damaged sunroof. I knew I'd talked to you.
Right.
I just forgot that I talked to you on the air.
About it. Which also you've said that too. So now that's the second time that
I thought that I talked to you about it before the show yesterday.
Right. You've said that too. You're in bad shape.
You don't really believe that,
I don't
do you?
know.
Did you go home and tell your wife?
No.
You know, my dad might be losing it.
I don't know how it starts.
If I do lose it, as I've said many, many times.
I hope it happens on the show.
That's what you know that I've said that. Is that
what you're going to say?
I hope it's noticeable to our listeners.
Public? You want to lose it publicly?
Yeah.
But you won't know.
I want people at 4 o'clock, when they stop listening to the show, or 3:53, I want them to say, man, I think he's gone. That's okay.
But you won't know. That's the only problem. You won't know of the entertainment value you're providing.
Somebody I have great respect for, okay, and there's only a handful of those people out there. But if somebody I have deep respect for pulls me aside and says, Bob, it's probably time for you to think about leaving radio.
Who would those people be?
I'm not going to get into it.
Well, name a couple.
Nah.
Obviously not me. So who?
My wife.
Tony?
Tony
would never.
Tony would ever.
No, he wouldn't. If he would do that,
Tony doesn't want.
He would have told Steve McIntosh 10 or 12 years ago.
Are you saying Max lost it?
No.
I'd love for you to tell Steve McIntosh.
That's what I'm saying. You can't, and no one would.
Now Ted Woodward's likely to lose it, but I'll already.
We'll not even notice that.
I'll already be gone by then. I mean, he's showing signs already.
Is he 60?
I hope he's listening.
Kidding.
I always hope he's listening.
Well, everyone's listening.
I don't know that everyone's listening. I'm not even convinced
anyone's listening.
I'm not convinced that we have. I think we have an Oakland A's kind of crowd here.
A lot of Cardinals fans.
Devoted, but most of them a little insane and blowing their horns.
Well, that's not bad.
So anyway.
Maybe you're not losing it after all.
Anyway, the Lakers-Pelicans tonight. And I'm taking a night off already. We're on our second night, but I'll be out at League 42 the rest of the week. But I'm taking a night off, and I'll watch that Lakers-Pelicans game.
Could be interesting.
Now, the Cardinals play a little later. I probably won't watch Golden State-Sacramento.
That's the 7-8 matchup. Or is that – which I think the Lakers is the 7-8 matchup.
Yes, the Lakers is the
8-9. Whatever.
If the Lakers win, they play Denver. That's all I know. I don't even understand how it works.
No, I don't think that's how it works.
If they lose, they play somebody else.
The winner of the game is the 7 seed automatically.
Yeah, the winner of the Lakers New Orleans game is the 7 seed. They get Denver.
Okay. That makes sense. But the Lakers
and the winner of the Golden
seed.
State Sacramento game is the 8th seed.
No, that's not how it works.
The 6th seed.
No.
They
play the loser of the 7-8 game.
The winner of that game plays the loser, and for the right to play Oklahoma City.
For the number 8 seed. Is Oklahoma City number 1?
See, these are things you don't even know.
No, I don't. I pay attention to the East.
Oklahoma City got the 1 seed.
Okay.
Which is amazing.
I paid more attention to the East.
It's absolutely amazing.
It's not really.
Remember how bad they were?
Yeah, and they drafted number 1 9 straight.
Well, that's a great organization that can rebuild a team that quickly through the draft.
Yeah, and one of the greatest trades ever.
Well, sure.
to get Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Right. But we didn't know he was going to be this.
We didn't, but they got a lot for Paul George.
Right. And Paul George is still
Pretty good.
excellent.
Is Blake Griffin a Hall of Famer who retired today?
He's borderline.
I don't think he's in.
Who cares about the basketball?
Everybody gets in.
I don't care about the Basketball Hall of Fame. I barely care about the Football Hall of Fame. The Baseball Hall of Fame still has quite a bit of integrity, in my estimation. Some would disagree because they don't put in the as I call them, the bright lights of baseball, Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds.
Ugh. But you'd rather a high school coach go into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Who?
I don't know. They have high school coaches in there.
Morgan Wooten.
There's no high school coach that should go into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
I don't know about that.
Why isn't Joe Auer in?
Well, let's start a campaign.
He should be. If they're going to put high school coaches in, he belongs in.
I don't know about that. Listen, I love Joe.
Most wins in the City League and 6 titles, and the last 2 runners up at least.
He should be in the Kansas Sports Hall of Fame.
Well, I'm putting him in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
He should be in the Kansas Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame.
He
should be in the KSH SAA.
Big deal. Name 5 people that are in that.
He should be in the Wichita Heights Hall of Fame.
No. Of course he should, but
he should be in the University of Iowa Hawkeye Fan Hall of Fame. He should be in
the Basketball Hall of Fame.
He should get a medal for being a Chicago White Sox fan. I got a lot of things Joe
See,
should
you're
get.
deflecting the conversation away from his appropriateness of being in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Anybody who's a Chicago White Sox fan should get a medal. I don't know how you do it.
I don't either.
Why are you just dismissing me right now?
Because you dismissed me.
Yeah, I got tired of that conversation.
Well, give me a reason why he shouldn't be in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Here's one of my insufferable traits. When I get tired of a conversation, I don't even know if I want to admit this because it's just awful to hear yourself say something about yourself like this. But when I get tired of a conversation, I tend to just ignore it or drown it out.
Doesn't everyone do that?
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think everybody does that.
No, it doesn't seem polite to me.
Well, it's more polite than what I do.
What do you do?
I don't care anymore. I will say that out loud.
That's awful.
I know, it is awful.
At least I can feign.
Well, you just exit. You just don't even participate. I don't know if that's worse or better.
Well, I just said it's not something I'm proud of, but like where you were talking about, I got tired of that. So what I'm going to do is start talking about other things.
Okay. Well, we never really wrapped.
You were not going anywhere with that.
Never really wrapped it up.
You were not going anywhere with Joe Auer should be in the Basketball Hall of Fame. It's not even a reasonable discussion.
Why? If they're putting high school coaches in,
look at what Morgan Wooten did, and I don't know of any other high school coaches. Run them out for me. Who are the high school coaches that are in the Basketball Hall of Fame? And is Morgan Wooten even one of them?
I don't even know who Morgan Wooten is.
DeMatha High School.
Yeah, well, DeMatha, Oak Hill, Bob Hurley Sr.
Are they in the Basketball Hall of Fame? I don't even know that they are. So I don't know what. First of all, I think your premise might be wrong.
Oh, I don't. Ernest Blood.
Ernest Blood?
Coached Passaic High School.
Yeah. And you know what they said about him? That program, when he got there, was a turnip.
Lenny
and
Sachs.
he got blood out of it.
Lenny Sachs is in the Hall of Fame for.
I hate it when you do that.
I'm not even listening to you.
I don't know why you do that.
I'm not listening to you.
This is A-list material. This is the kind of stuff that I don't know. Why do you do that? Why do you steal my moment? Why do you intercede.
Edgar
Nobody
Diddle.
cares. Why do you intercede when I'm having a moment?
I just do. Harry Litwack is in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
You know what they said when
2
Harry...
Final Fours with Temple. Who cares?
That's not a high school coach. Is Morgan Wooten? Have you come across him?
Not yet. Are you sure that's a real person?
Yes. Wooten, I believe. Although it could be different. Could be spelled differently.
Everett Case. 4 state championships at Frankfurt High School. But he also coached at NC State. Who cares? This guy, Clarence Gaines, 12 Central Intercollegiate Athletic Association championships. Don't know what that is.
Morgan Wooten, Wootten, coached for 46 years at DeMatha Catholic High School in Hyattsville, Maryland. 5 national championships. 33 Washington Catholic Athletic Conference titles. He became the 3rd coach in 2000, the 3rd high school coach to be inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, and the 1st high school only coach to be inducted.
Well, that's impressive.
Yeah, I think you sounded like an idiot, and now I've verified it.
Well, he's the 1st. Doesn't mean he's the only.
He's the only.
You just said 1st.
The 1st high school only coach to be inducted, and just ridiculous. Coach at that high school from 1956 to 2002. Still alive. He's 88 years old, and you've embarrassed my friend Joe Auer.
We should get him on the show.
No, because he didn't ask for this.
No, Morgan Wooten we should get on the show.
Joe Auer did not ask for you to compare him.
I didn't.
To Morgan Wooten.
I don't care about Morgan Wooten. We should get him on the show, though.
Let Joe Auer bask in the success he's had. But when you start comparing anyone to this kind of success, they're going to come up short.
He's at DeMatha private school. He didn't coach a day in his life. He just brought in players.
More than a dozen of his players played in the NBA, including Adrian Dantley, Danny Ferry. UCLA legend John Wooden described his admiration for Wooten when he said, "I know of no finer coach at any level, high school, college, or pro. I stand in awe of him."
How about that?
You dumbbell.
I stand in awe of Joe Auer.
You absolute dumbbell. And how's your feature going on Joe Auer?
Oh, it's going great.
No, really. How's it going?
Should have it any time now.
He just, it's just ridiculous.
It is.
I've tried to tell you, I've tried to nudge you.
I'm on a grind, man. It's hard.
A grind?
The job is a grind.
Oh, brother.
Every day.
Really?
Yes.
You're serious about that?
Yeah. Especially in the mornings. It can be nonstop in the mornings. Just story after story you got to put up from the night before, from what's happening today, what is happening right now. It's a lot.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Let's get to Anthony before break. Anthony, well, hello.
Okay, I hate to break up this love fest. You guys just going back and forth. Yeah. Ain't nothing like good father and son argument to get you on your afternoon commute. You guys are talking about coaches, and you talk about Joe Auer. You think about the footsteps he's followed in, like the Lafayette, Goose Stallions, and 29 years, how he has still maintained keeping that program at a high level. Do some players going to college and JUCO, wherever the case may be. And his latest with T.J. Williams on Wichita State. Think about that 4-year run that he had with Perry Ellis. Yes,
he's a great coach. He's in the argument as the greatest Kansas high school coach. Although I think there's a couple that would precede him. I think Steve Eck.
Should Steve Eck be in the Basketball Hall of Fame?
No.
That's crazy.
You know what John Wooden said about Steve Eck?
I stand in
Never
awe.
heard of him. That's what he said.
Well, you'll have to answer to Steve Eck for that one.
Well, since you mentioned Steve Eck, when you think about what he's done, and it's sad that we're talking about 6 schools closing, and one of the schools that's going to be closing is one where he cut his teeth at Jardine. I don't believe he's ever had a losing record. He went to South High. All he did was win. He was an assistant at UMKC on the verge of getting a head coaching job until Norm Stewart stepped in. I never will forget that. Then what he did,
Right.
he just went on a JUCO journey. Never, I mean, if
Great
he's
coach.
ever had losing season, if he's ever had one of you guys have to research and correct me because I don't think the man
He never has
a
had
losing
one.
season.
And
But
the
when you
argument
look
is
at-
not that Joe Auer and Steve Eck are not great coaches. That's not the argument. Jeff thinks they should be inducted into the National Basketball Hall of Fame,
Well,
the Naismith
That's
Basketball Hall
more
of
of
Fame,
a comment on
which
the Hall of
Anthony-
Fame.
which Anthony is ludicrous.
I would say at
Thank
least
you,
the
Anthony.
Kansas Basketball Hall of Fame.
Well, sure. That's not the
Right.
Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame.
Right. All right. Well, I'm going to let you guys go because you guys got a break coming up. And, Bob, I just want to make sure you was okay because I heard the news of Whitey Herzog, and I know how invested you are with the St. Louis Cardinals. On that note, I'm
Yeah,
out.
it's a tough
Keep your head up.
day. I appreciate your sentiment.
Thanks, big fella.
Big fella. Anthony.
Yes.
All right, we'll take a break. We got a game to play. Apparently, Max is going to participate even
He will.
after last week.
Hopefully he does better than this game. But you never know.
Back in a minute, the Bob and Jeff Show, KFH.
Call from mom. Answer it. Call silenced.
Instacart knows nothing gets between you and the game. That's why they make ordering from your couch easy. Stock up today and get all your groceries for the week delivered in as fast as 30 minutes without missing a minute of the game.
You have 47 new voicemails.
Download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders while supplies last. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
Yes, goal.
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. to H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug? Ignored a leaky faucet? Pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look that way? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects. Whether it's a door that sticks, or a disorganized closet, or an AC unit that only works half the time. It all matters. You just haven't taken care of it yet. But there's an easier way. Just download the Thumbtack app. You can search for what you need done and find tons of highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Check prices, reviews, and book a pro right on the spot. Plus, you'll know what to tackle next because Thumbtack is the app that shows you what to do, who to hire, and when. Pull out your phone and in just a few taps, say goodbye to all those unfinished home projects and say hello to caring for your home the easier way. Download Thumbtack and start a project today.
This is the Bob and Jeff Show on 97.5 and 1240 KFA.
And one of the local TV stations posted a story about a missing dog that had been found in another city. The dog had been in a dumpster wrapped in duct tape, and they showed a picture of the dog. And I just want to say, stop that. Don't ever do that again. It's not worth any clicks, and it's disgusting. All right, what's the game today, Max? It is time to play the game here on the Bob and Jeff Show. What's the name of the game?
It's a little World Series of Face-Off type of game, which it'll take me some scrolling. But the name of the game is you're going to name an actor, past or present, and you get the number of acting credits they have according to IMDb.
Just the number of shows they've been in or movies?
Movies.
Is it
yes.
movies? Is it television?
Number of acting credits. Obviously,
you haven't figured.
Obviously, if you're on a TV show for 10 years and you get one credit for playing one character, that's not going to add up the way maybe a big-time
it's
movie
one
star.
credit per character.
Yes. No, you don't get one for every episode that you were the same character.
All right.
I'm going to let Max go first.
What is the category again?
You name an actor, past or present. You get the number of acting credits for points that they have according to IMDb.
All right, Max. You get to go first.
Oh, cool. I name the actor, or do you name the actor, Jeff?
No, you name the actor, and you get however many points for however many acting credits they have.
Okay. Robert De Niro.
Okay, Robert
That's
De
a pretty
Niro
good one.
is the first. And again, I have to scroll because I don't have these at the top of my.
Why didn't you write them all down?
Because there's a trillion actors. I don't know who you're gonna. He has 129 acting credits to his name.
That's a good one.
It is good.
I'm gonna go Kirk Douglas.
Kirk Douglas is your guess. He's probably been in a lot of movies and TV shows, the total number of which is...
This is just awful. I mean,
95.
Well, I'm. How many do we get to pick?
You go 10 rounds.
We'll go 10 rounds. Max?
Al Pacino, my little friend.
That's another good one for Max. Al Pacino is going to be in a lot of different publications and movies.
Quit trying to drag it out.
He's got 65 acting credits. So
That's not that many.
You're at 194.
Burt Lancaster.
Who?
Oh, that one will.
Is that a real person?
Are you kidding me?
Of course I've heard of Burt Lancaster. Couldn't pick him out of a lineup, but certainly have heard of him.
Well, that's just crazy.
He has 87 acting credits. So you are one.
I've taken the lead.
No, you haven't. You're at 180.
It's very close.
You're at 182. Max is at 194. Max, you're up. Round 3.
I'll go to the genius of France, Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis.
That won't be.
He's gonna have a lot, isn't he?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't.
Well, he was in The Nutty Professor. I can at least tell you that.
One.
Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis.
That is one. He's been in other stuff too, believe it or not. He has 74 acting credits, 268 for Max through 3 rounds.
Clint Eastwood.
Uh-oh. That could be a problem for you, Max.
I'm going to kill Max.
Clint Eastwood. See, I got to search for all these people. That's the problem. And then I got to go to their filmography.
I wish you just had it.
Why would I have it? He has 203.
Oh, my goodness. Turn out the lights. I believe the party's over.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I got to get this back. He's got 72.
What do you mean? You just said he had 203.
I don't know where the 203 name came from. But he's got 72 acting credits. So you're at 254 and still trail Max through 3 rounds.
Okay, Max.
I'm going to go Kurt's son, Michael.
Who?
Michael Douglas.
Oh. I was like, Kurt's son, Michael.
That's a pretty good one.
It is a good one. Oh, no. See, it's a lot of pressure. Typing in, there's a million Michaels, and Michael Douglas finally comes up. We go to his filmography. We see that as an actor, he has 65 credits. So you, Max, are at 333 through 4.
Robert Redford.
Uh-oh. I don't know if that's going to give you what you want.
Well, of course it is.
He's kind of a little more picky about his roles.
Not in the day.
He didn't. He has 83 acting credits.
There you go.
You now are at 337 and lead Max by 4 going into round 5.
All right, Max.
I'll go with Robert's buddy, Paul Newman.
Paul Newman, another guy who was a little more.
He passed away a little too early, but we'll see.
I mean, he got up there. He was 83 when he
Really?
died. Yeah,
Boy, I thought you meant he had 83 acting credits. What's it going to be?
he has 84 acting credits.
Uh-oh.
So Max is at
That's pretty good.
417.
That's pretty good.
Not bad at all.
Meryl Streep.
Uh-oh. I keep saying uh-oh for some reason. Not sure why. Meryl Streep, to her filmography, we see that she has 95 acting credits.
I'm pulling away, Max.
432. Bob leads 417 for Max. We're through half the game. You each got to come up with 5 more.
No problem. Go, Max.
No big deal. Julia Roberts.
Uh-oh.
I got a name on
Why you
here.
say uh-oh?
I have a name on
'Cause I
here I
don't
think
know.
will surprise you in their
She's
acting
pretty
credits.
young, relatively speaking. Yeah, it might. Give me a minute. We see that she has 69 acting credits. So you jump up to 486.
Gene Hackman.
Uh-oh. I'm just going to keep saying it. Gene Hackman, a star, of course, of The French Connection, Mississippi Burning.
We don't need all that.
A
Just
number,
tell us how many.
A number of acting roles. This is going to hurt you, Max. 102.
Oh, Max, you need
534 to 486.
Oh, Max, what are you going to do?
That one hurt bad.
I got a couple in my up my sleeve. I'm going to go with this one because I think she has more than you think. Catherine Hahn.
Catherine Hahn.
She shows up in everything.
Max is panicking now.
He is probably.
Catherine shows up in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you're panicking. I'm guessing no more than 50. What do we got?
Who is Catherine Hahn?
She was
Does
in
she spell it with a
We're in a
C or
Date
K?
with
Catherin.
K. She spells it with a K. She was in We're in a Date
Catherine,
with Tad
yeah.
Hamilton.
Yeah,
Lose a
she
Guy
was
in 10 Days.
40.
R-Y-N. That's why I know who she is. Just couldn't spell her name right.
What does she got?
I'm getting there.
Golly, man.
She has 79.
Not bad, Max.
So you're at 555.
Not bad at all.
Sorry, 565.
Harrison Ford.
Oh, man. Sorry, Max.
He owes me money for a couple of Indiana Jones movies.
Harrison Ford's going to have a bunch. He's been in franchises, trilogies, everything you could possibly want. And he has 86 acting credits.
That is nothing for the guy.
Well, Max.
620 to 565. You need a big one. We're into round 8.
Ron Howard.
Ooh. Acting credits only, though.
Yeah.
That won't do well for you.
Yeah, I don't think so. He's not been in a lot of movies. He has.
You should get a bunch just for American Graffiti.
89.
Really?
Yes.
He started when
Wow.
he was like 1.
654 now for Max.
Jack Nicholson.
Uh-oh.
Can I get an uh-oh?
I don't think Max is going to come back. I think it's about over for Max.
I'm
Unless
just.
There are people, though, that if you named, you could get back into this. But I don't know if you're thinking along those lines.
I am.
He's got 79, 699 to 654, and we go to round 9.
John Cusack.
Wow.
Man.
Not the guy that started when he was really young.
But
Probably doesn't
he's
have that
not
many.
he's not necessarily old enough yet to have accumulated a whole lot of roles. But we will see, because he has been in 88 credits.
Wow.
742 for
Good
Max
grief.
through 9.
That's pretty good.
Not bad at all.
My goodness.
Remember,
What
it's
am I...
past or present. These actors don't need to be alive. And that's not a hint, because I have no idea. Because I have not looked this up.
Well, I understand that. I named some that weren't alive.
You did, I think.
Jack Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon, who is deceased, unfortunately, but was in a lot of movies. How many? He's got 100 acting credits. 799
Max, I think I've...
to 742. You need a huge...
What is the score?
799 to 742. Bob leads.
All right. I don't think he has enough.
Last guess for Max.
And I've got a great one for number 10. There's no chance, Max. You've got no chance.
Well, let's see if he can get over 800. I'm sure he will.
Trying to think if
Give him 5 seconds.
I mean, you got to
So
come up
Dave,
with
this is
somebody.
I have
This
some
is a
people.
radio
I'm trying to
show.
think of. All right, I'll just go with her. Goldie Hawn.
She hadn't been on a show in 25 years.
Well, we'll
Did a
see
lot
what
of
she did
movies
the
early
previous
on, but-
quarter
She
century.
had a moment.
She was in Shampoo. You know.
She's got 37, Max.
Yeah, that was a
I
bad
should have went
way
with the
to
other
end it.
guy in Shampoo then.
So I've already won it, right? I'm just piling on.
Yeah, you're up 20 still.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Samuel L. Jackson was the one I was thinking of.
But it would have been a great one.
I was thinking of Warren Beatty, too. But
So would Morgan Freeman. But wait till you see what Tommy Lee Jones has.
88.
There you go.
what did Warren?
87.
What did Warren Beatty have? He was in Shampoo also. I should have went with him.
Quit being fixated on shampoo.
I like that movie.
Crying out loud.
Well, we'll see what Warren Beatty had.
Man, I just killed it there.
You did a good job.
I hung in there.
Warren Beatty.
Oh man, I missed one of the. Let's go another round. Well, we got to take a break.
Warren Beatty only had 36.
Let's go one more round because
Well, you just said. Didn't you look somebody up just now?
No.
Well, you can't guess Samuel L. Jackson.
No, I'm not guessing Samuel. I'm guessing John Wayne.
Max. I mean, I guess you already won.
I know, but I'm curious how many John Wayne had.
Well, he's probably got dozens upon dozens. And we will find out. He was in True Grit, of course.
I don't care what he was in.
I'm just trying to fill the air, my friend. Because he has how many credits to his name? 184. Probably should have gone with that, Max, at some point.
Yeah, I was going to go
All
with
right.
Walter Matthau at one point, but
Mike Furch just asked about Roy Rogers.
Man,
Roy
you know, I just can't.
Roy
Well, I don't
Rogers
think
is
that's gonna
riding
be-
tonight.
Yeah, he was in a TV show, but I don't know.
Well, let me bring it up real quick.
Bernie
I mean,
Taupin
this
wrote a song
information-
about him.
We need a break.
Hold
Max-
on, he has 124.
Well, there you go, Mike Furches.
Good for Mike.
We talked earlier in the show about the passing of Carl Erskine and Whitey Herzog, another distinguished baseball person, passed away yesterday. Ken Holtzman, left-handed pitcher, started his career with the Cubs, had a good run there. He and Ferguson Jenkins, pretty darn good 1-2 punch. Then he went to Oakland and was part of that tremendous juggernaut that the Oakland A's had in the early to mid 70s. And I was looking him up, And in 1973, my high school graduation year, he, Vida Blue, and Catfish Hunter combined to win 62 games.
Didn't they win 3 in a row, 71, 72,
Yeah,
73?
they did win 3 in a row.
Yeah, and then the Reds won the next 2.
He pitched 4 years in Oakland and won 77 games.
It's not bad.
My math tells me that's more than 19 per season.
19.25.
No. Yeah, that's right. You got one right. And I made the point to you that in that 73 season, Ken Holtzman made 40 starts, Vida Blue made 37, Catfish Hunter made 36. And you know what they didn't do?
Throw
They didn't
hard.
go inside the trainer's office and say, Johnny, my arm hurts. You don't think Vida Blue threw hard?
How many strikeouts?
Vida Blue in that year had 158 strikeouts.
No, I don't think he threw hard.
Well, he did. You know what?
In how many innings?
263.
It's a terrible ratio.
Vida Blue was 209 and 161 in his career. He had 2,175 strikeouts. He won a Cy Young Award in 1971 when he was also the MVP.
Guys get out of bed and strike out 2,100.
And I'm going to tell you right now, in 1970, when their AAA team visited Wichita to play the Arrows,
okay,
you know where I was?
In the press box.
Right? No, not 1970.
You weren't old enough at that point.
My dad and I were right there watching him.
Who are we talking about again?
Vida Blue.
Vida Blue. He was in AAA?
Yes.
1970?
That's correct.
Right before he broke out as one of the best pitchers
in
on
71, he was
the
winning a Cy Young and an MVP. That's correct.
Interesting.
1970 in AAA, and I can't remember who their AAA team was. He went 12-3 with a 2.17 earned run average. In 133 innings, he struck out 165. He was a phenom and a guy that you couldn't miss when he came to your town.
Well, I believe it.
The Iowa Oaks were the AAA team.
AAA Iowa Oaks.
Isn't that something?
What league?
And the American Association.
Yeah, that's correct.
And the next time you come on this show and insinuate that I'm losing it, remember things like that. Remember things like that.
Well, I'll have to.
Because who could have come up with that?
Well, when I'm talking to the doctor, I will be like, but he did remember the Iowa Oaks.
Why would I have you talking to any doctor?
Well, I'll be the sole caretaker, I assume, at some point.
You will?
No. A good point.
Think about that for a minute.
Good point.
Think about how bad that'll be
for both of us.
Would I move out to your place?
No.
Well, thanks.
Maybe you could buy some property and move in next to us.
Well, who would take care of me?
Well,
I hope my wife is taking care of me for many, many years to come.
Absolutely. I think that'll happen too.
That's what I hope for. But if it comes down to it, I'll need you to take care of me.
Well, head out to our neck of the woods.
All right. For whatever we accomplished today, we're happy. This is a show about nothing, but the nothing we hope is somewhat valuable to you.
How we like it.
Thanks for listening today. We'll be back here on Thursday. Royals tomorrow. Have a good night.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home,
yes, goal,
or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
Everybody knows it. Toyota trucks are the stuff of legends. Rugged, durable, everlasting. Toyota makes trucks that just don't quit. And now Toyota is driving that legacy toward the future with two of their most powerful trucks ever, the new Tundra and the all-new Tacoma. In a half-ton Tundra, you can rule the roads. From the comfort of a spacious cabin with connected tech and plenty of hauling power, the Tundra is ready to work hard and play even harder. Or check out the all-new 24 Tacoma, redesigned and electrified to maximize your adventure. With a bevy of available off-road driving and power transfer modes, you will effortlessly crush the conditions. And with the Tacoma's reimagined interior, you'll do it in style. And right now, your local Toyota dealer has more vehicles in stock and is making delivery on new vehicles almost every day. So don't wait. Buy a Tundra or Tacoma today. Visit buyatoyota.com for deals and more. Toyota, let's go places.
T-Mobile has invested billions to light up America's largest 5G network, from big cities to small towns, including right here in yours. And great coverage is just the beginning. Right now, families and small businesses can save up to 20% versus AT&T and Verizon when they switch. Visit your local T-Mobile store today.
Plan savings with 3 lines of T-Mobile Essentials versus comparable available plans. Plan features and taxes and fees may vary.